Facial recognition is simply a way of identifying or confirming an individual's identity using their face with the help of technology. It can be used to identify people in photos, videos, or in real time. Facial recognition is a category of biometric security. Other forms of biometric systems include voice recognition, fingerprint recognition, and eye retina or iris recognition. The technology is mostly used for security and law enforcement, but also raises some privacy issues, because if privacy is important to you, you probably want some control over how your personal information, your data, is used, and there is the problem because your face print is there. But the grand question is, how does it work? You might be good at recognizing faces. You probably find it easy to recognize a family member, friend, or acquaintance because you're familiar with their facial features such as face, nose, eyes, mouth, and how they come together. That's how a facial recognition system works, but only on a grand algorithmic scale. Where you see a face, the recognition system or technology sees data. That data can be stored and accessed. Facial recognition works by matching the faces of people walking past special cameras to images of people on the watch list. The watch list can contain pictures of anyone, including people who are not suspected of any wrongdoing, and the images can come from anywhere, even from our social media accounts. Facial technology systems can vary, but in general, the recognition process happens in 4 steps. In the first step, which is the face detection process, the camera detects and locates the image of a face either alone or in a crowd. In the face analysis process, an image of the face is captured and analyzed. Most facial recognition technologies rely on 2D rather than 3D images because it can more conveniently match a 2D image with public photos or those in a database. The software reads the geometry of your face. Key factors include the distance between your eyes, the distance from forehead to chin, and the contour of the lips. The aim is to identify facial traits that are key to distinguishing your face, which will result in a facial signature. The third step consists in converting the image into data. The person's face is then converted into a set of digital information based on the person's facial features. Your face analysis is essentially turned into a mathematical formula. The numerical code is called a face print. In the same way that thumbprints are unique, each person has their own face print. Your face print is then compared against a database of other known faces. For example, the FBI has access to up to 650 million photos drawn from various state databases. On Facebook, any photo tagged with a person's name becomes a part of Facebook's database, which may also be used for facial recognition. If your face print matches an image in a facial recognition database, then a determination is made. Of all the biometric measurements, facial recognition is considered the most natural. Intuitively, this makes sense since we typically recognize ourselves and others by looking at faces rather than thumbprints. It is estimated that over half of the world's population is touched by facial recognition technology regularly. Facial recognition technology is used for a variety of purposes, which include unlocking phones. Various phones, including the most recent iPhones, use facial recognition to unlock the device. The technology offers a powerful way to protect personal data and ensure that sensitive data remains inaccessible if the phone is stolen. Apple claimed that the chance of a random face unlocking your phone is about 1 in 1 million. Wow, that's airports and border control. Facial recognition has become a familiar sight at many airports around the world. Increasing number of travelers hold biometric passports, which allow them to skip the ordinary long lines and instead walk through an automated e-password control to reach the gate faster. Facial recognition not only reduces wasting time, but also allows airports to improve security. Facial recognition technology also allows us to find missing persons. For example, it can be used to find missing persons and victims of human trafficking. Suppose missing individuals are added to a database. In that case, law enforcement can be alerted as soon as they are recognized by face recognition in an airport, retail store, or other public space. Monitoring gambling addictions. Monitoring those entering and moving around gambling areas is difficult for human staff, especially in large crowded spaces such as casinos. Facial recognition technology enables companies to identify those who are registered as gambling addicts and keeps a record of their play so staff can advise when it's time to stop. Any other system, the facial recognition system presents some advantages like disadvantages. Well, what did you think? But I would say more advantages than disadvantages. On a governmental level, facial recognition can help to identify terrorists or other criminals, and for personal surveillance cameras. The process of recognizing a face takes only a second, which has benefits for the companies that use facial recognition. In an era of cyber attacks and advanced hacking tools, companies need both secure and fast technologies. Facial recognition enables quick and efficient verification of a person's identity. Some of the disadvantages or concerns include breach of privacy. The question of ethics and privacy is the most contentious one. Governments have been known to store several citizens' pictures without their consent.